I deleted about $200 a month of SaaS subscriptions and replaced them with 4 Claude projects. No Claude Code, no terminal, no plugins. If you're a solopreneur paying for Notion, Zapier, ChatGPTs, and 3 template tools just to keep your business running, you're using Claude wrong. Most tutorials show you Claude Code and command line tricks you'll never touch. I'll show you the 8 project features in the web app that actually replace tools you're already paying for. I'm Lazar. I build these systems daily for clients. Let's start with the one feature everyone clicks past. Here's the situation I see every week. A solopreneur signs up for Claude Pro, opens a chat, asks it to write an email, and treats it like a slightly smarter ChatGPT. $20 a month, used at maybe 5% of capacity. Meanwhile, the same person is paying for Notion to store SOPs, Zapier to connect Gmail to a spreadsheet, a template library for client emails, a separate landing page builder, and ChatGPT Teams on top, because their VA needs access too. That stack is $200 a month, minimum, and it doesn't even talk to itself. The SOPs in Notion don't know about the templates. The templates don't know about the client history. The VA copies and pastes between 5 tabs. Sound familiar? Now let me show you what changes when you actually use Claude Projects the way it was designed. Feature 1. The project system prompt. When you create a project in Claude, there's a field called Custom Instructions. Most people leave it blank or write one sentence. That field is the most valuable real estate in the whole product. I treat it as a permanent role definition. For a client running an invoicing business, the system prompt defines the agent as a Serbian-speaking invoice support specialist, lists the 3 invoice formats they use, the VAT rules that apply, the tone for customer replies, and the escalation rules for anything legal. That prompt never goes away. Every chat inside that project inherits it. You stop re-explaining context 20 times a day. Feature 2. Project knowledge files. This is the Notion killer. You can upload PDFs, Word docs, text files, and Claude treats them as permanent reference material. The assistant can search. I take a client's onboarding SOP, their pricing sheet, their objection handling guide, and their brand voice document. Drop them all into the project, and now every answer is grounded in their actual business. No more generic AI replies. No more Notion tab open in the background. The knowledge files become the single source of truth, and you update them in one place. Feature 3. Memory across chats. This one is subtle, and most people get it wrong. Claude has a memory feature now, and it works at the account level, not the project level. The mistake is dumping random facts into memory, hoping it sticks. The right way is to seed memory deliberately. At the start of a chat, you say, "Remember that I run 3 businesses. My primary stack is X, my time zone is Y, and I prefer answers in this format." Once. Then memory carries that forward across every chat, every project, forever. It's the difference between training an assistant and rehiring one every Monday. Feature 4. Artifacts. Artifacts are the side panel where Claude renders code, HTML, documents, and interactive components. Most people see it and ignore it. For a non-developer solopreneur, artifacts replace 3 tools. You can ask Claude to build a landing page mockup in the Artifacts tool, and the Artifacts type. You can ask for a customer email sequence, and the artifact gives you a clean document you copy into your sender. You can ask for a SQL query against your sample data and run it mentally before pasting into your database. I've shipped client-facing one-pages entirely from artifacts. No Webflow, no Canva, no Figma. Feature 5. Custom styles. Inside the chat interface, there's a styles drop-down. You can define a writing style with examples, and Claude will match it. For client communications, this matters enormously. You paste in 5 of your best past emails. Tell Claude this is the voice. Save it as a style. And now every email draft sounds like you. Not like ChatGPT. Not like a robot. Like you on your best day. Feature 6. The Google Drive and Gmail integration. This is the one almost nobody uses. Inside a project, you can connect Google Drive folders and Gmail labels as live sources. Claude can pull in the latest version of a contract, search your inbox for a specific client thread, and reference real documents without you uploading anything. For client onboarding, I connect a shared Drive folder where the client drops their assets and the project sees new files automatically. That replaces a whole Zapier flow. Feature 7. Sharing a project with a VA. If you're on Claude Teams or Enterprise, you can share a project with a virtual assistant. They get access to the project, the knowledge files, the system prompt, the styles. They do not get access to your other projects, your personal chats, or your account. This is huge. Before, giving a VA access to your AI tools meant handing over the keys. Now you give them one room in the house. They work inside the project, follow the system prompt automatically, and produce on-brand output without you reviewing every line. Feature 8. One project per client or per workflow. This is the mental model shift that changes everything. Stop thinking of Claude as one assistant. Think of it as a folder of specialists. I run 4 projects in parallel right now, one for each active engagement. Each has its own system prompt, its own knowledge files, its own connected sources, its own style. Switching between clients means switching projects. No context bleed. No re-explaining. Each project remembers exactly where we left off because the knowledge and the prompts are persistent. Here's what this looks like in practice. I open Claude in the morning. Click the project for a client whose onboarding is in progress. Type a one-line request, and within 30 seconds I have a personalized welcome email, an updated SOP entry, and a draft of their first weekly report, all grounded in their actual documents, in their voice, with their pricing. That used to be a 40-minute job across 4 tabs. Now it's 3 minutes inside one project. Multiply that by the number of clients and tasks in a week, and you understand why I canceled Notion, 2 Zapier plans, and template subscription. The tools weren't bad. They just stopped being necessary. If you want to see real automations we ship for solopreneurs and small teams, head to BizflowAI.io. Subscribe and hit the bell so the next breakdown lands in your feed. And if you've got a workflow eating your week, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io. I'll tell you straight whether Claude project solves it or whether you need something custom built.